morning from Nigeria. My name is Olawale Oyelayan, popularly known as Chief Wales. With us is, of course, Freedom Master Paolo John Oyemi is not one for the show. And today we have a special guest joining us in this lovely Discord community. Um, all the way from India, we do have a Grandmaster. He's a video trainer. He's a GM trainer. Because there's a difference between being a video trainer and a GM trainer. Because in my own opinion, they are just two different things, actually. So he's um, a, a, a GM trainer, and he has lots of accolades to his name. And if we start kind of picking up these accolades one by one, we might be here for the next 10 or 20 days because he has trained lots of juniors to win in different forms of championships at the world level, talking about even in the year what 2000 was it 2008 when he worked with yes was it 1998. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to bring up the record. That you trained a junior to play in the under 18 World Championship, which she won. She was 13th seed. I'm trying to remember her name to the person, Ati Ramaswamy, I believe, and
Yes.
that was a long, very, very long time ago. And the lady went ahead to win the under 18 tournament. Yes, that was before 2008. I think 2008 was when you started the Gurukul Chess Academy in Chennai, that's India. And from there, you started teaching children from at the ages as probably as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because he loves teaching children. He's just a wonderful instructor. Till he became also one of the coaches or let me say, the sole coach for Pragnananda. Everybody knows Pragnananda, and we always call it. In fact, even in Nigeria, we always want to be like Prag. And so, no, we work very, very hard working. And it's a very good job you've been doing. Please let us welcome to this wonderful stage. I'm no other person but the Grandmaster, the trainer all the way from India, GM Ramesh. GM Ramesh, good day, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. And I did not want to mention most of your achievements. For example, two bronze medal at the um, Chess Olympia. You had
Yes.
40 medals for even World Youth Championships and 45 medals in like the Asian Youth Championship. I'm sure there are more than, but we're just calculating this room on past record. Like five titles in the Indian National Senior Championship and seven medals in Asian Senior Championship. Wow, this is mind blowing. What what is the secret? Before we go to the main lecture, can you please share a little bit of secret on how you're actually achieving this, teaching this every student and making them better?
Yeah. First of all, I'm really happy to be here, the Nigerian chess community, for this lecture. And I hope the next 1 hour we will have a very healthy discussion on chess improvement. And I can also take questions towards the end regarding whatever that is coming in the way of your chess improvement. So, coming to the question about what is the secret, I don't think there is any secret. I'm just trying to teach my students good work ethics, how to work hard, how to make improvement in their chess through hard work, with dedication, with sincerity, with honesty. And these are the qualities I'm trying to teach my students. And by acquiring these qualities, chess improvement also becomes very efficient, I think.
Wow, that's a good one. We will actually have to actually look into that one. We will learn. Now we don't want to waste your time because we know you are a very very busy man, 100%. I believe. Do you even have rest hours? Probably, maybe. Do you even rest because you're always in one training camp, training online? relation, friendships, and general, improvement takes for we amateurs that want to get to the professional level, and even from the semi-professional that wants to even become GM in the nearest future. So over to you, sir. The floor is all yours for the next 5 minutes. Thank
Yeah, thank you very much. So, hello everyone. So, we have very less time, like 1 hour, and I have another meeting immediately after our session is over. So, I will have to stop the meeting in 1 hour. So, please don't mistake me for doing that. Yeah, so I don't want to waste much time on introductions. Let me directly go to some of the things which I wanted to share. But before I do that, can I have a brief idea about the other participants? Like, are they chess trainers or players? If they are players, like their ratings approximately, what level of audience I have to get some idea.
At the moment, the level of audience we're looking from ratings of 1800 to 2200, I believe.
1800 to 2200. That's very, very healthy rating. So I'm not going to show much any chess positions today because I think it's very difficult to learn chess in 1 hour. For the purely chess contents, I can recommend my YouTube channel. It's in my name. You can just search for it on YouTube and you should be able to get it. And it's not obligatory you have to subscribe or anything. If you want to hear me teach chess, that is one good platform. That's all I'm saying. Today, I want to focus on other things because there are many books, video courses, YouTube channels where they teach chess, they show positions, they analyze and all that. And there are many websites, leeches, chess.com, etc., where you can get positions and so on. So I don't want to spend my time on things which are already available out there, which you can access with internet. So I want to share some things which I feel very personally, I feel as very important for chess improvement. So this is not there on any books or YouTube channels. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And at any point, if you have any questions, I don't know how it works on Discord. I'm very new to Discord. So you can, I don't know if there is a chat option where I can see the chat. Uh, is that possible? Like, or they have to unmute and talk?
There is a chat option, and we can also read them to you if we have access to this. There's a chat option at the top of the screen. You see beside the hand, at the right hand corner, there is chat. So the show chat. Muted, muted. You couldn't hear you. You've muted. You are muted.
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
on mute.
so
I can see the chat now. So anytime, if anyone has any questions, please type your question on the chat option, and then I will respond. So let
we
me
actually,
share.
actually, we actually prefer you in the gaps at the class so they can ask the questions so they won't be interrupting you automatically.
Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
So let me share my screen. Okay. So I am sharing my screen. I hope it is visible for everyone.
Yes.
Can everyone see what I'm sharing? Um,
Yes, we can see the screen. Yeah.
okay, and are the fonts big enough to read, or it is too small? You want me to make it bigger, or is font size is fine?
This font size is
It's
fine. Yeah.
big enough. It's clear. It can be seen. Very clear.
Okay, fine. So let me quickly read these points. If you want, you can take a screenshot and go through it leisurely. So the first thing is like I'm going to what I feel from my experience both as a player and a trainer is that learning chess is very difficult for many players, and that is why everyone gets stuck at some point or the other. Everyone, when we are young, we want to become great players, grandmasters, and so on. We start with lot of dreams, But after a few years, disillusionment sets in. We lose confidence, we lose hope that we can become good players, and then we get stuck at some point. So I think if we have a healthy mindset, if we have a good attitude, positive attitude, it will help in our chess progress a lot. So that is what I'm trying to share here. So the first thing is um, the point about learning and improving is most important than writing gain and loss. So currently, what I see, most of us are worried about losses. When we lose a game in a tournament, we feel very sad, we get upset, and we also lose confidence. We think maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I cannot become a good player. All this self doubt sets in. So the other thing is when we lose rating, now FIDE is publishing the rating list every month. So and there are websites like chessresults.com where on a daily basis we see what is happening to your rating during a tournament and so on. So many players they are we are worried about our rating going up and down, and also the individual game results. If I win today, I am happy. If I lose today, I am sad. It is like this. So, as long as we are caught up in this worries and attachment to the rating and individual game results, we will not be focusing on the more important things. The more important things, first thing I would say is learning. So, if we want to become a strong player, we have to learn and we have to improve our chess strength. Without improving our chess strength, it's very difficult to play good chess. And if we don't play good chess, we won't get good results. And if we don't get good results, our rating will also suffer. So if you are worried about your rating, if you are worried about the tournament result, game result, then you should really spend a lot of time and effort into improving your chess strength. And that is possible only by learning chess. So it means you have to practice at home, learning chess. So this should be our priority. So if you have bad result, you should simply accept I'm not playing good chess currently. That is why I'm getting bad results. So I have to go home. I have to practice much harder and improve my chess strength. Then I will start getting good results. That should be the right attitude. And the learning will not simply happen by itself. We have to put a good effort. Now, this is very important in my view, good effort. And I ask many students, they say, I enjoy playing chess, but if it when it comes to sitting at home and practicing, I get bored. It's not easy. It's not a pleasant experience. I get easily bored when I'm sitting and practicing chess. So we have to put a good effort, good concentration, with full involvement while practicing at home, and we should come up with ways to make our home preparation as enjoyable as it can, as less boring as possible. And the third is we should really be interested in learning chess, not only playing. So we should feel I have to improve my chess through hard work, for which I have to learn a lot of things, many things I don't know now. So I have to learn all those things. So you should be genuinely interested. You should not be doing this just to get good results. You should not see chess just to get good results. Most players make this mistake. They practice at home only to get good results in tournament. That will happen. You have to trust that if you play good chess, you will get good results. You have to believe in that, and then focus on learning and improving. And what is the thing that we need to focus when we are practicing at home? First is to improve our analytical skills. So when playing in a tournament game, we will get familiar positions, unfamiliar positions, good positions, bad positions. Sometimes we are attacking, sometimes we are defending, sometimes we are a pawn up, sometimes we are a pawn down. Sometimes we get end games we like, sometimes we get end games we don't like, etc. So all kinds of positions we will get. We cannot get positions all the time which we like. So in all kinds of positions, we should be able to analyze well and come up with good moves. So basically, the analytical skill is what we are trying to improve in our practice at home or with trainers. And the other thing many players do is like when they lose a game or when they lose series of games in a tournament, they get very upset negatively. Now, if you see there is a tournament happening in Czech Republic, it's called the Prague Masters, where my student Pragnananda is currently playing. In the first round, he played a very good game and he defeated Vincent Keimer from Germany. In the second round, he lost to Magsudlu. In a slightly worse position, he blundered in time trouble and lost the game. Second round, he lost. Third round, he was completely winning, +7 or +8 according to computer against Richard Rapport from Romania. And when it was quite late in my place, it was like 12:30 or something in the morning, early morning, midnight. So I thought Prague would have will win the game, and I went to sleep. Next day morning, I wake up and check the result. He had lost. So two games in a row he lost. He made a blunder from a completely winning position and lost. And yesterday he defeated Vidit Gujarati. Why I'm talking about this? In the first round he won. He was very happy. Second and third round he lost. Very sad. Then fifth game he won against strong player again. So my point is he was able to come back with a win against a strong player, Vidit Gujarati, who is very solid, very difficult to defeat. So he defeated a very strong player after two losses. So my point is, we will have good and bad results in a tournament, irrespective of our level. We may be a 1200 player or 2200 or 2700. We will have good days and bad days. So we should not judge ourselves negatively. Uh, I'm from India, and some 20, 25 years ago, Indian chess was very bad. We had maybe three grandmasters and no big tournaments in our country. The country was poor, the economy was bad. We did not have big tournaments. There was no money in chess. There were no coaches, no tournaments. We did not have books. Back then, there was no computer, internet, so we did not have any chess books also to learn chess from. So it was a very bad, tough situation, but we worked really, really hard. So, my point is, we don't want the outside world to be perfect for us to give our best. We should, irrespective of whether the outside world is perfect or not, we have to focus more on giving our best. And when things go wrong, it's simply because we made some mistakes and I'm getting punished for my mistakes. So we have to take it like that. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Keep working hard. So on a game to game basis, on a tournament basis, when we lose games, we should not judge ourselves too negatively. And the other thing is, many players may think in my country we don't have good coaches. That is why we are not making progress. So, for this only, I said in India also we did not have good coaches, but we still made progress. Okay, so we don't need someone else to make us better. Through our own hard work, through our own good effort, we can make ourselves better. So, you have to believe that the homework you do is the most important thing that will decide whether you will become a good player or not. So please take your home preparation seriously. Don't outsource your learning to others. Don't think others will make you a better player. Others can help you, but it is you and your own effort that will make you a better player. And we should have clarity. Many students don't know. I want to learn chess, I want to prepare, but I don't know on what topics, what to prepare, and how to prepare at home by myself. So they don't have clarity. And the other thing is how much time to prepare. So if your ambition is like 2400 or above, that is IM or International Master or above, then I would say 3 hours of practice at least should be there on a daily basis. And if you're a student, then during holidays, weekends, Saturday, Sunday, try to practice more. So whenever you have more time, you should increase the amount of time you spend in chess practice. Then students have doubts regarding how much time I should spend on opening, middle game, end game. So there's no clear rule, but I can give you some general guidelines. That is, 60% of your effort can go to middle game. That is, under 20% to end game, 20% to opening. So basically, one another mistake most lower rated players make is they spend most of their time in opening preparation, learning new openings, checking with computer engine, and so on, memorizing openings. One secret I can share with the Pragnananda, when we work, we decided I will not teach him any opening till he became a grandmaster. So we worked only on middle game and end game, improving his analytical skills till he became a grandmaster. Only after he became a grandmaster, we started working on openings. So till then, he will always get into a bad position out of opening. After 10 moves, he will have a bad position, and then he will win the game. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, don't spend too much time learning openings. Spend most of your preparation time on improving your analytical skills in middle game and end game. Even if you don't like end game, you should still learn end game. Then so some players are positional, some players are attacking. Both are fine, but we should not play passively, defensively. Okay, we should not play chess like this. Okay, we should be more active, and in general, try to play actively. And so another uh, thing many players do is like trying to trick our opponent by playing some surprising opening which our opponent will not expect, and hoping that shocking impact will help us win the game like that. So basically we are trying to focus on our opponent's weakness, but I would say focus on your strengths. Okay, so if you are good in something, try to use that to win. And if you feel I don't have many strengths, then through your homework, through your sessions with trainers, improve your chess strengths, acquire new chess strengths, and using them, try to win. So our focus should be not eliminating weakness, but building strengths. And self-esteem, like what you think about yourself, is very important. So if you have a bad opinion about yourself, if you think I'm not good enough, then that can affect the quality of your play. Okay, you should feel good about yourself, and to feel good about yourself you have to work hard. When you work hard, automatically you will feel good about yourself, because you will know that I am doing many things to improve my chest strength. That will give you a lot of confidence. And good concentration is very important. So if we don't have good concentration, if we have a distracted mind, then we cannot perform well. So learn good concentration. This is important. And at home preparation also, you should put some effort to get good concentration. And when you lose games, don't be too self-critical. Many players think I'm so bad, that's why I'm losing games like this. Okay, so just because you lost a game does not mean you are a bad player. Okay, so handle losses maturely. Accept that I did not play a good game today. From tomorrow, I will try to play better. Today, I made mistakes. That's why I lost. I will try to reduce my mistakes from tomorrow. This kind of approach, it's better to have. And many players worry about losing rating, and this prevents them from playing freely. So focus more on improving your chess, getting better, rather than about the results and rating. And there will always be tournament pressures. You may be playing a higher rated opponent, you may be playing a lower rated opponent. Everything has comes with their own baggages, and others can also put pressure on us. But you should learn to handle all these pressures effectively. Now, let me share another screen. So this is about work ethics, what to prepare at home. Am I still sharing a screen? Are you able to see? Okay, fine.
No, not yet.
Let me try again. Okay, so this is about, so the previous screenshot is about So the previous screen share was about the mindset, work ethics. This one is more specific. Many players have doubts to prepare at home and how to prepare. So I have shared this again. You can take a screenshot if you like, so that it will be on record whenever you want. You can refer to this. Okay. So the first thing is one I would suggest is to solve puzzles on a daily basis. I've given some book names: Imagination in Chess, Perfect Your Chess, Chess Cafe Puzzle Book, Spielman's Chess Puzzle Book, Magic Tactics of Michael Dahl, Advanced Chess Tactics by Lev Sakis, A Course in Chess Tactics by Vladimir Georgiev, Encyclopedia of Chess Combinations, Encyclopedia of Chess Middle Game, Anthology of Chess Problem. So I've tried to give a wide variety of books, but these are all like I did some 10, 15 years ago. So many of the new books will not be in the list. But any decent puzzle book you can use to solve puzzles every day. And while solving puzzles, few things you need to remember: don't move the pieces on the board. Many students they move pieces while solving the puzzle. This is very bad, and some students feel once they get the first move correct, they think they have solved the puzzle. No, if it is a five move answer, you should find all the five moves, not just the first move. And many times while solving puzzle, what we do, we find bad moves for opponent and find a win against the bad move, and we convince ourselves we solve the puzzle. So if there is a good defensive idea for opponent, we should find it, and finally the answer should be correct. If we solve puzzle incorrectly, we won't benefit much. Okay, so the solution we give should be correct. So be patient. Don't try to quickly see the answer. The second thing, so first thing is solving puzzles. Try to do it every day. Then try to see at least 10 games of players. At least one of the players should be rated 2600 above. Now, I have mentioned the Follow Chess app here, but it's not necessary that you have to use the Follow Chess app. Am I still sharing the screen? Yeah, okay. So you can choose any player. Like currently, we have this Prague Chess Masters happening. There is Gukesh, Pragnananda, Abdul Sattarov, Vincent Kiemer. We have Arjun Erigesi, Sindaro. So there are so many young players, hardworking players. You can take any player you like and try to see 10 games of a good player. Okay. And the third is regarding opening work. You can revise some openings or learn some openings quickly. um, you can spend maybe like half an hour or 1 hour every day for opening preparation. Suppose you are preparing 4 hours every day, then 1 hour you can spend for openings, 3 hours you can spend for middle game and end game. And the fourth point, studying classics. This is something many players do not do. They get bored. They think these are boring, but it is very useful to study classics. I've given some players names like Aligan Capablanca, Tall, Botany, Carpo, Fischer, Rubinstein, Smyslow, any player you like. Okay, just to take one world champion, see 2 or 3 games every day for 1 month. The next month, take another player. So every month you can follow and see games of one world champion. And as I said in between, like if you have any questions on any of these points, you can type it in the Discord chat. I will answer it after this is over. And another thing you can do is take any modern player like Artemia Vandal is not very active anymore, but you know all these guys, right? Carlson, Nakamura, Wesley, Caruana, Mamadaro, Aronian, etc.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate those bullet points. Those are fantastic insights for every player. In fact, rated 800 to 800 to 2,400 that could actually learn from and be better in this chess game. Please, if you have any questions, can you just type it in the chat box, and we are going to read it out for GM to help us dissect as fast as possible. Quickly, there is a question coming in that said that what are your thoughts on um, Consciously preparing for your opponent before a game. That is by Nathan Flo. Your thoughts about preparing for your opponents before a game.
Yeah. So before the game, like if you have one round per day, then it makes a lot of sense to prepare well for the game. If you are playing in a tournament where there are two rounds in a day, then I would not recommend preparing too much. But let's assume we are playing one round per day tournament. If that is the case, like in Europe, the most of the time the rounds are happening at 3 o'clock. I don't know how it is in Nigeria if you have morning rounds or evening rounds. So let's say if you have it in the afternoon, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, then for example, my students typically prepare like 3 to 5 hours before the game, anywhere from 3 hours to 5 hours before the game. So if the round is at 3 o'clock, they will finish the preparation by 2 p.m. and that means they will start like 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning. They will start preparing till 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like this. So now regarding what to prepare, so I mentioned the quantity, how much time you have to prepare. I've already mentioned anywhere from 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours. 3 to 4 hours should be fine, and you just have to search for your opponent games and then identify which openings they have played in the last 1 or 2 years mainly, the last two years, maybe 3 years, and prepare well for those openings. Okay, so I'm assuming you will have some opening material already prepared. So there are many chessable courses, there are many PGN databases. So I am trusting you all will have chessbase and access to these databases, and so you just have to revise the openings. That's all. So and then you should go with the mindset that I have prepared these openings, but if my opponent plays something else, I will handle it well over the board. We should not feel shocked and surprised and start playing bad games. And are there any techniques to improve calculation? Yeah, so I've written a book on calculation and written extensively about this. But a few things I can share. One, like if you see the list I shared before this, in that I've mentioned solving studies, solving puzzles, analyzing games of strong players. These three are the popular ways. One, if you want to improve your calculation, you should solve puzzles on a daily basis. Now, how to identify? I've already given you many books, and how to solve puzzle also I mentioned. Um, I already mentioned that you should not move pieces while solving. This is important. And getting the first move alone of a puzzle is not enough. You have to get the complete answer. And in many puzzles, there will be some brilliant defensive idea, unexpected defensive idea for the opponent. We have to put some special effort to find it, and finally, the answer should be correct. These are the guidelines for solving puzzles. So try to solve puzzles every day. And the other thing is try to uh, analyze games of players who are good in calculation and attack. So if you take players games like Tall, Alikine, um, Spassky, so there'll be a lot of analysis, attacking games. Just take a lot of attacking games and try to find the moves yourself. And basically, like the more effort you put in trying to find the moves will make you a better player. Many times, what we do, we just see games. We are not thinking much. We are just pressing the keyboard and just seeing white move, black move, white move, black move. So just by seeing games, only our eyes get exercise. Only by thinking, analyzing, our brain gets exercised. So think more, ask important questions to yourself, and try to find the answer by yourself. Many of this I have explained in my YouTube channel videos. I'm not publishing any YouTube videos recently. I did it during the COVID lockdown. So most of my videos will be old. I'm not trying to improve my viewership. If you want, you can download and then see it. I'm just saying, like many of these things I have covered in those videos in detail. So you can see like while seeing positions, how to do these things. Um, how do we structure a plan towards the training list I gave? So I gave many points, and you cannot do all of this every day. It will just take maybe 10 hours, 15 hours every day to complete all this. So you don't have to cover all the points. You can, there are two approaches. One, if you feel you are good at something and you feel you are bad at something, like your strengths, your weakness. So on the one side, let's say this is strength, this is weakness. So on the one side, we have to work on the strength areas, keep getting better. On the other side, where we are bad, we have to improve there also. Eventually, we are growing like this, right? In both strength and weak areas, we have to improve. So you can identify from the list I gave, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. When you are in good mood, when you are confident, when you are in good form, tackle your weaknesses. Because when you're in good form, you're more confident, you're open, your brain is more receptive, positive, so you can handle difficult things. But when you're in bad form, bad mood, low confidence, don't attack your weak areas at that point. At that point, just stick to areas you like, areas you feel you're good at. So you can choose any 3 or 4 topics based on this suggestion, and then work 3 to 5 days on those topics alone. So out of 10 points, you can choose any three and say, this week I'm going to focus on these 3 points. Next week, you can choose a different set of points and so on. But the main point is you have to cover all areas in your chess. There'll be many areas you may not like you said. Some of you may feel, I don't like to defend when I am under attack. I don't like to sacrifice material. I don't like positional chess. I don't like endgame, like this. So we may not like many things, but you have to still work on those areas. Don't leave any area because you don't like. Okay, and your opponent is not going to be kind to you. If you are weak at something, he will try to give that to you and you will suffer. So, are there any techniques? How do we craft a structure based on the list? We can pick any random, yes. What are the guidelines to study without jumping around? Jumping around, I don't understand. Like guidelines to study without jumping around. What are you trying to convey? I'm not understanding this well.
9 to 5. Is that the 9 to 5? Talking of the working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That one?
No, no. This one, Thompson Richard, he says, also, what are the guidelines to study without jumping around? Thompson Richard.
Okay. He was actually talking about jumping around, talking about study middle game today, study opening today, study. So he actually wants to feel like it's just simplified what exactly should I go for first, then after this system is next, after this system is next.
Okay, so there is no clear order which you have to follow because every one of us will have our own strengths and weaknesses. So you can choose any topics you like. Okay, initially you have to form the habit of working regularly for long hours. So you can start with topics which you like. So learn how to work for more hours by working on topics you like, and slowly add uncomfortable topics you dislike also into your work routine. Okay. In case where one is stuck at puzzles for a long time, do we skip or stay with it until we solve correctly? This is very tricky because if you spend 3 hours trying to solve one puzzle, then it's not healthy because our mind is not working efficiently. We are not concentrating well. So, wasting time is what we will learn if you spend too much time. And if you spend too less time, then we are not learning how to be patiently concentrate and solve difficult puzzles. So anything reasonable will be good, but reasonable itself is very subjective because it depends a lot on the strength and weakness of the player, how difficult the position is, etc. Right? So don't worry about the time, but generally give a good effort. This is the key. You have to be very genuine. You have to put a very genuine, sincere, honest effort while seeing chess. If you do this, you will improve faster. So understand this: a genuine, sincere, honest effort, good concentration. With good concentration, if you put a good effort, you will improve. You have better chances of improving faster. Most of the time, we are doing lot of things and seeing chess simultaneously. So be very dedicated. And he said after 30 minutes, just skip. Okay, not skip. Then what we will do, we will just think for 30 minutes and then we will skip. We'll use that as an excuse to give up. Generally, we have to be tenacious. Just by improving our concentration, most of us, we can improve faster by simply improving our concentration. How much concentration you are putting. For example, now I'm doing this session, I'm not thinking about anything else. I have lot of things to do, but I have cleared my mind for everything. I am 100% here with you. Okay, this is what I mean by good effort. So my mind should not be 80% here, 20% I'm thinking about something else. 100% in what you are doing. Is it a good idea for tournament players to play all kinds of opening rather than focus on one particular opening? Regarding opening, it's better to just play few things you know well and just keep repeating. Don't worry about your opponent coming up with new ideas. But within the opening you play, you can add some surprises, small surprises in the move order or in the setups. You don't have to play different new openings every day. Then again we will go back to the same problem. I said only 20% of your time you should spend on opening preparation, 80% on improving your chess skills. So if you try to learn lot of openings, then most of your time will go in that and your chess skills will not improve. And any suggestions for adult improvers who work 9 to 5? Is there a way they can squeeze in some time to improve? So in India, if you see like children, they go to school from half past 8 in the morning, 8:30 to 3 or 4 p.m. And then they come home and then they have to prepare. So in my case, like I sleep at 12 o'clock around midnight and I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I get around 5 hours of sleep only. And the rest, most of the time, I'm just seeing chess, working with my students. I'm also spending a lot of time analyzing game, prepare, produce material to show to my students and so on. I don't take positions from books. I like to create my own positions by analyzing. So it's a lot of hard work. And you should enjoy working hard and I will try to post. I've posted maybe 1 year ago a lot of suggestions on chess improvement in my Twitter and Facebook page, but the last few months I'm not very active. But if you just go to my Twitter space, Ramesh Chess, you can just read. I have tweeted a lot in detail about these aspects. Do you have any do you have or can you recommend any chess rituals to help one prepare mentally for a game? So mentally for a game, you should not expect your opponent to make mistakes and lose. Don't expect my opponent will have to play badly and I win easily. Many players they want weak opponents so that they will opponent will lose quickly. No, you should enjoy playing against good players. If you get a strong opponent, you should really thank God. You should say good. Because only when you play with good players, you can learn more. Okay, so that's why I keep telling we are not playing the game to win or not to lose. We are playing tournament game to learn. This is a totally different way of looking. I tell my students, you are playing tournaments only to learn how to think, how to play, not to win or lose. Win or lose is a mirror showing your effort, whether your effort was good or bad. Okay, so don't worry about the outcome. If your effort is bad, take responsibility, try to improve it. So when you go for a game, you should go with the mindset whatever my whoever my opponent is doesn't matter. If my opponent is high rated player, low rated player, doesn't matter. If my opponent plays the opening which I expect, or he surprises me by playing an opening which I don't remember well, he caught me in some opening preparation, does not matter. That will not decide the outcome of the game. How well you play is what is going to decide the game. So, and how well you play is dependent on how good effort you put in trying to play a good game. So, you have to be totally emotionally, intellectually invested in your game. Give everything. Okay, put a very good effort. So I will put a very good effort and try to play as good a game as I can in today's game. This mindset you should go. It does not matter what opening comes, what type of, you may have a good position, you may have a bad position, you may get a position which you like, you may get a position which you don't like, doesn't matter. Even in positions which you don't like, you can still put a good effort. Okay, good effort is the key. Good concentration, good effort. So I tell all my students, when you go to the game, go with the mindset, I will give everything, I will give my 100%. This is the mentality you should have before a game and during a game. How do we solve time trouble? Try to do memorize openings better, and if you get the openings which you know, just play those moves quickly, so that at least few moves you have played quickly. If there are forced to moves, don't think too much. Don't worry what will happen if I play this. If your move is forced, just play it, press the clock. So don't waste too much time. Maybe you can say, for the last 10 moves I will have 20 minutes on my clock. This is my target. Okay, so the first 10 moves try to play in 3 to 5 minutes because of opening. So in the middle 20 moves, maybe I should spend only 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes, something like that. So for the last 10 minutes, 10 moves, I will have 20 minutes on the clock. So you can give yourself a target and try to stick to that. Regarding ending a game either by forcing resignation or checkmate, how can one get a starting or calculating the shot possible to? Okay, so Tolulupe, I don't know how to answer this question. Don't worry too much about these things. Okay, in endgame, you have to force resignation or checkmate. It's in opponent's hands, not in our hands. Don't worry too much about this. Just be careful. If you have a good position, don't allow stalemate. What is the best approach to study middle game? Middle game is too big a topic, but generally, as I said, be curious like a small child wants to know everything. It will ask a lot of questions, right? So ask a lot of questions to yourself. Why is he playing this move? Why is not playing that move? Okay, so like that, keep asking the questions to yourself and try to find a good explanation yourself. That's a very good way to improve your chess. You don't need it, even need a coach. So I remember when I was a young child, my brother told me how, I asked him how to see chess. He said it's very easy. Cover the moves with your hand and think and try to find the move. If you're seeing Karpo game, cover the move Karpo played and try to think and find the move which Karpo would have played. And then just move the hand little bit to see what Karpo played. And most of the time your move will not match what Karpo played. Your move will be different. Then ask yourself why Karpo liked this move, why he played this move. Try to think and find an answer. Oh, he played this move because this is what he wants to do. This is what he wants to achieve. So that way you learn. Just by seeing games, we will not learn much. Uh, what would you advise FIDE masters and international masters to do in order to become grandmasters? Do the general rules you have given still apply? Yes. I tell all this I told you to Pragnananda also. He's 2750. Okay. So the basic things are same for everyone, irrespective of your rating. If you are FIDE master or international master trying to become grandmaster, one, you have to be mentally tough. Okay. If you have doubts, lacking confidence, it will not help, it will harm you. So believe yourself, and to believe yourself, you need strength inside you. Okay, and that strength you can acquire only through your hard work. You have to believe that if I see chess with a lot of interest, if I see chess with lot of involvement, I can learn. So believe chess is a learnable game. Whatever you want to learn in chess, you can learn. If you think your calculation is bad, if you think your positional chess is bad, if you think your end game is bad, if you think your attacking skills are bad, if you think your opening is bad, you can learn this. So whatever you want, you can learn. So to learn, you have to put a good effort to learn. This is the key. Okay? So make a list of things where you feel you are good and not so good, and believe that in the areas where you are currently not good. I will put a good effort. I'll become good in those areas also. It is like when we are 13 years old, 14 years old, we don't know how to ride a car because only after 18 years of age we can get a license. So we don't know. But just because in the first 18 years of our life we did not know how to ride a motorcycle or a car, does not mean we can learn it later, right? At the age of 18 or 19 or 20, you can put some effort, and in few days or months you can learn how to ride a car or bike. Same way in chess also, whatever you have not learned till now, you can still learn and become good in those areas. So through my hard work, I will learn whatever will help me become a better player. Try to have this kind of mindset. Okay.
Wow, wow,
And
wow. Thank you very, very much. This has been so educative, so informative. We really, really appreciate you. This is just what I'm saying. This is mind blowing. In fact, knowing right now from you that even Grandmaster Prague actually didn't study hopefully to become a grandmaster. This is very, very interesting. So I will start studying video games and end games right now so that I can also be a grandmaster in less than 6 months. I think it's possible in 6 months. Yeah. Thank you very much, GM. We really appreciate your coming. We appreciate your time, and we are hopeful that we will be able to call you next time to to give us one or two maybe as time permits you and as time permits. Really glad to have you in our community. Thank you so much for this training. God bless you and your entire family. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining the show. We really appreciate you guys joining. You've learned the secret on how to be a grandmaster. It means you don't have to look for a 2-7 to come and train you. You need to do the job yourself. You have to become so hardworking. You can't be lazy in this game. Please of what our lovely grandmaster just told us. Also be listening. And when you are teaching children, it's also important for them to make them understand that they have to learn by themselves and they should not be scared of losing. They should take every game as a learning process. I think this is going to be really lovely teaching our kids and our children and our upcoming players this wonderful bullet point. Thank you very much once again. And see you the next time we will be seeing you. That's next Sunday. We'll bring you another lovely guest. Until then, I remain sincerely yours. Special thanks to PJ Master Power John Oyemi. Thank you very much for making this happen. So everybody for joining, thank you very much. See you next Sunday. We'll communicate the time and we'll communicate the guest. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye for now. So we can reach you at any time,
thank you.
right? Mr. John can reach at any
Yes,
time. Thank you very
yes,
much.
yes, please. Please reach out to me anytime. I'm really happy for being here, and thank you. Thank each and every one of you for listening patiently. And I will also try to post more on Twitter about chess improvement suggestions and so on. And best wishes for each and every one of you. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.